basically CRM will help you to make your calls very effective. So it's an essential tool in any industry that focuses on the customer. So whenever you have to have a customer interaction, this particular tool will help you in a lot of ways. Suppose there is a customer complaint. So now the customer has raised a complaint through the customer care or somewhere. So you haven't known about it. This has happened through another channel. So customer can either come to the bank and raise a complaint, or he can also raise it through email or through a phone banking system. So now he has raised a complaint through the phone banking system, and next day you are logging into to see the customer details, something you wanted to check. So there you can see a ticket raised, a complaint has been registered in the customer's name, saying a issue has been raised by him. So before you give a call to the customer, you are also prepared. Now you know that this customer has an issue, he has raised an issue. You will not be totally blank when you call this customer. You will have an idea, acha, he has raised an issue, probably you can also help in sorting it out. So otherwise, if you don't have a CRM system, now this customer has raised an issue regarding some transaction issue he has raised regarding his check or something. Now you are calling him up on a random basis and you are asking him about his transaction. Now the customer is asking you, I had raised a complaint regarding a particular thing. Are you not aware of it? Now here comes a disconnect. Now the customer also feels dissatisfied. Now I have raised a complaint with the bank. The staff is not aware of it. So the CRM system will actually make it simple for you. You are also prepared when you meet the customer. Now, what are the types of data that gets captured into CRM? So these are the set of data that will get captured. So the customer information, all those details which you give during account opening. So what are the details that you will give during account opening? Based on like you all would have opened an account. So what do you think will be the details that get captured? Your personal details, your date of birth, address, email ID, phone number. For sure it will get captured. Then you will give your mother's maiden name. That will also get captured. So these are some of the things which you will actually use as a point to even cross check. Like suppose you are calling a customer or a customer calls you up asking for some details regarding his account. How do you validate if it is the same customer? You do a validation for that same customer based on the details, like you will cross check with him. Sir, can you confirm your email ID? You would have also called a phone banking or a customer service where they will try to validate your details. So all these details are basically getting captured. It can be used for validation also. You getting a random call from any person, you will not disclose all the details of the account. So suppose tomorrow I am calling you up and asking you, telling you that I want to know the transaction that has happened in my account yesterday, or tell me the balance in the account. Now, how do you actually validate it is me who is calling? You will have to do a validation. You cannot disclose the details in the account to a third person. You have to ensure that it is the same customer. These details are being captured for that purpose where you can also do a validation. So you will cross check. You will ask for my email ID. You will ask for my mother's maiden name. Ensure that it is the same. What I am saying is the same in the system, and you validate it. So similarly, these details are getting captured in CRM, wherein you can do a validation also. All the personal details will get captured in CRM. Then account information. What do you think will be getting captured with regard to the account information? So suppose I have a fixed deposit. So if I put in my customer ID, the entire relationship that I have with the bank, that will be thrown into it. Like my savings account, my fixed deposit details. Okay, suppose I have a mutual fund, that will get reflected. Suppose I had a fixed deposit which I had opened and it got closed in between. It will show that details also, that this particular customer had a fixed deposit from this time to this time, it was closed. Now you know this customer has a pattern of booking a fixed deposit. So if you see that they had a deposit in the past, don't you think it will give you an opportunity to speak to them on that? You can at least tell them, sir, why don't you open a fixed deposit? You had a deposit some time back. So you get a opportunity to pitch certain products also based on the CRM details. Then the personal holdings, whatever is there, whatever funds they are holding, loans they are having, all those details will show. Though it might not give you the entire track of a loan or something, it will show that this customer is having a particular loan. Like a home loan will be there, what interest rate it is having. Then even the personal details, like when you are meeting a customer, you know that this customer's wedding anniversary is on a particular date, that can get captured in that. So why are we putting in so much of personal details? So when you're speaking to them, you happen to call on that same day, you can wish them. This will actually give them a customer enlightenment kind of a thing. Now the customer is also happy seeing that the bank people are also like wishing you on your wedding anniversary, on your birthdays. So that is a additional kind of a thing which will actually help you to create a bonding with the customer. Now, previous and future interactions. So like I said, some of the staff would have interacted with the customer on a past date. They would have added their details in that. So suppose there was an RM who was there in the system before. Now that particular person is not there. He would have made his comments or his points based on his interaction with the customer, in that saying that this customer profile is this, he is interested in these products, he is interested in investing in markets. Some comments would have been there. That will actually help you to take your call also forward successfully. Now suppose you call up this customer today and he is telling to give you a call back or to meet him after 2 weeks time. He gives a date. You can actually put that date in that, time in that, and this system itself will give you a reminder saying that you have an appointment on this particular date. When the due date comes, the system will show you a reminder. In case you don't action on it, it will actually escalate to the next level. So your boss will also get a reminder saying that your reportee has an appointment with this particular customer. So it is ensuring that you don't miss any interactions with the customer. You don't miss out any opportunities also. So makes you systematic in certain things like meeting a customer, appointment fixing. All this gets captured in a system. So where you are noting it down in your diary, and if you miss it out, system, when you log into it, when you log into the CRM, the system itself will start giving you the prompting for that. Okay. Then their usage of digital platform, like I said, whether they are activating their debit card, whether they are using it in the swiping machine, if they are using their internet banking, all these data gets captured here. So when you onboard a customer, it is not just necessary that you open their account, make them put the funds. It is also necessary that you make them get registered in the digital platforms. Why is it necessary for digital platform registration? Why do you think a customer should register themselves for digital platforms, or why they should use a digital platform? Suppose I have opened an account and I am not using my debit card, I am not using my mobile app up for that new account. Do you think I will remain loyal with that bank, or I will keep using that account? I might be using another bank's platform. So I am somewhere in my mind loyal towards that particular account. So when you open a customer's account, first thing that you have to do is make them register for the mobile application or internet banking, or ask them to register their debit card. Because once you start using these platforms, you find it convenient, you gradually shift here. Or you find the features more attractive than the other bank. There will be some features that is different. Every bank has different unique features. So once I start using it, then I'll get used to that particular bank account. I'll start now automatically shifting my funds over here. This becomes my primary bank. So that is why we keep telling all the customers, start using our mobile application. Please start using it. Use it regularly. Use the debit card. There are so many reward points linked with your debit cards. Use it continuously. So once you start using the debit card or you get a credit card and you start using it, automatically the customer starts shifting into your bank. That is the whole idea behind it. So once they start moving all their transaction with us, what happens is the funds also will start coming into our bank. Then gradually the other products also starts getting moved or pushed into this customer rather. Okay, so that is why it is very important to know that the digital platforms are getting used. So ensure that whenever you happen to onboard a customer, the next thing is make them register for these digital platforms, because that is one of the major criteria for every employee when they meet a customer, because making them start using it is one of the easiest way to keep them along with the bank. Now, new product offering. So can you think of something, what could be the new product offerings that they will get? So suppose based on my transaction pattern, there is an analysis done, and they see that there is a salary credit coming into my account every month. A fixed amount is coming. So automatically the system captures it. I'm salaried person. I have this much salary. And based on that calculation, system decides I have a pre-approved personal loan eligibility. There are some analysis done in the backend. Basically, the analytics teams does that. So the product that can be offered to me, automatically system captures I am eligible for 5 lakh rupees personal loan at this particular rate. So now when you log into and see it, you know that this customer has an auto eligibility. He has a pre-approved loan eligibility. Easier for you. You speak to the customer, you can tell him, sir, you have a personal loan eligibility. It has automatically come based on your transaction. So you are able to pitch a new product to the customer. So that is why CRM is very important, because it gives almost many types of product holding. Like even if you are eligible for a credit card, based on your transaction, the credit card eligibility can come. Based on your pattern of usage, other product eligibilities can come, like investments. Suppose they see that your family account is linked, your kids account is linked, automatically it will start showing kids plan eligibility, or it will start showing those offerings. So that is how CRM will help in giving new product offerings. So like we said, some of the benefits you can see: better segmentation of customers. Now you can see set of customers, like if you have to see the salaried set of customers, that can be segregated. Now if you want to see minor accounts, what is their segment, senior citizens, salaried person or self-employed person, helps you to segregate all that easier manner. Then you can, now like we said, you can help the customer to use certain platforms or use certain products and help them to use their account better way. So improves the customer retention rate. So earlier the customer would have been in such a position that he was not using his digital platform. Now you see that in the CRM, you prompt the customer, you tell them, start using our digital platforms, start using the debit card. Thereby it is helping you to retain the customer. Now better insights that help campaign success. So now you see that there are a list of customers who are mapped to you. You can actually decide on what type of activity that you need to do, what type of campaign has to be done to them, whether you want to look for a loan campaign for these customers, whether you want to talk regarding the investment products. All that gets captured very well in the CRM system. Makes your workforce, all the efforts that you put, it becomes very effective. Enhanced marketing efforts. So whenever there is any activity that needs to be done, you can actually make it very helpful. The CRM will actually make your work more easier. Then customer satisfaction. When all this gets done, there is a higher level of customer satisfaction. When a customer is satisfied, what is the next outcome? You will ask for a reference, and he will never be hesitated to give you a reference. So ultimately everything will actually lead you in getting more business.